My name is Leo. I was 7 the night Christmas died. Couldn't sleep. I never could on Christmas Eve. But that year it was different. I'd been good. Really good. No lying, no fighting with my sister. Nothing. I wanted to see him. Just once. I wanted proof. At exactly 3 a.m. the house went quieter than quiet. Even the fridge stopped humming. Then I heard it. One heavy thud on the roof. Not 8 tiny reindeer. Just one thing big and sure, landing like it owned the place. Then claws or nails or something sharp, scraping slowly down the shingles toward the chimney. I slipped out of bed. The floor was so cold it burned. I crept to the door, opened it without a sound, and stood at the top of the stairs. The Christmas tree lights were still on, blinking red-green like a heartbeat. By the fireplace stood a man in a red suit. His back was to me. The sack beside him looked wet. I started down the long walk down the stairs, skipping the creaky third step the way Dad taught me. I just wanted to see his face. I wanted to whisper thank you. He turned. Everything inside me broke at once. The suit wasn't red. It was the color of blood left out too long. The white parts were yellow and crusty. His beard was stiff and patchy, like it had been glued on wrong. But the mouth was only a long cut with no lips, wet and black inside. The eyes were just holes, not empty, full of night. He saw me and smiled wider, the cut wider. "Hello, little one," he said. But the voice didn't come from the mouth, came from the sack. I couldn't move. My legs had turned to water. He picked up the fireplace poker, not to stir the coals. He held it like a bat. Footsteps in the hallway. Dad's sleepy voice. "Lena, you hear something?" The thing looked toward my parents' room and started walking. Slow, quiet. The poker swung by his side like a tail. I tried to call Daddy, but my throat had disappeared. He pushed their door open. I saw Mum sit up in bed, hair everywhere, eyes wide. "Frank, who?" The door closed. Then the noises started. First a wet gasp from Dad. Then Mum screamed once, sharp, like when she cuts her finger, only worse. Then thuds, heavy, wet, over and over, like someone chopping meat that was still had bones. I stood on the stairs and peed myself. I didn't even feel it happen. The door opened again. He came out. The suit was shining now, dripping. The poker dripped too. He looked straight at me with those holes and walked over. Every step left a dark footprint. He crouched. His face smelled like old graves and peppermints. A glove, warm and sticky, grabbed my chin and lifted it. "You saw," he whispered. "Clever boys don't tell. Clever boys come work for me." I tried to say I want my mummy. All that came out was a squeak. He took a little green elf hat from his pocket. It was dirty and too small. A rusty bell hung from the tip. He jammed it on my head. The bell jingled once, like it was laughing. Then the world went black. When I woke up, I was in a basement. Gray walls, crying walls. One yellow bulb, smell of glue and rust. He wasn't wearing the suit anymore. Just dirty long johns and boots. His real face was worse, thin, hungry, eyes burning. He told me his real name was Krampus, but I must still call him Santa. He took my pajamas and gave me a scratchy green tunic. He made me sit at a bench and fix broken toys, toys nobody wanted, dolls with no eyes, cars with no wheels. My fingers bled from the glue. Every time I cried, the bell on my stupid hat jingled and he smiled. He fed me cold stew once a day through the cage door. I slept on a mattress that smelled like pee and tears. On the wall was a calendar forever stuck on December. Time stopped working. One night he held me down on the bench and cut my ears into points with kitchen scissors. He sang Jingle Bells while he did it. The blood ran warm into my hair. Stopped hoping. Hope only made the hitting worse. But one day I found a loose brick. Behind it was dirt, real dirt, outside dirt. I started digging with a stolen nail. Tiny, tiny scrapes when he was upstairs. I got careless. The bell jingled while I worked. The digging upstairs stopped. The basement door opened. He stood there holding the same poker, now shiny clean. "Elves don't run away, Leo," he said, almost sad. The poker came down. I woke up screaming in my own bed. Grown-up bed. I'm 30 now. The room is mine. No Christmas tree. No lights. Just bills and silence. I told myself for 23 years it was a dream. A sickness. He's dead. I escaped. I killed him. I burned the hat. But tonight I walked to the kitchen for water and saw it. On the table, small and silver and waiting, the same little bell. It jingled once. By itself. And from the dark hallway, the voice I buried with him crawled into my head like cold smoke. Check the list twice, Leo. I always know where my elves are. Merry Christmas to me. Never ends.